Troy Rawlings, Raw Uncut. Raw Uncut, sex, love, relationships, and everything in between in a comedy setting. It's the most amazing show I've ever been a part of, and it's my show, so you know it's hot. Why Raw Uncut? A lot of questions that people have and want to ask as far as sex, love, relationships, they consider them to be taboo. In this comedy setting, this comedy event I've been doing for over 8 years now, I've seen people and heard people ask the most crazy, outlandish, taboo questions. And really there's nothing really taboo but telling the truth. So when they put questions anonymously in a jar and I pull them and we do improv and we interact, a great thing happens. So you're going to get a chance to see firsthand something that people have been experiencing now for years. And the clean portion, the only reason it's clean is because I don't cuss. Other than that, it's still for mature audiences. It's still the same show, and you'll enjoy it. So check it out, and I'll be coming to a city near you. Troy Rawlings, Raw Uncut. Peace.
Let's go ahead and introduce Troy Rawlings to the stage.
Give it up one more time for McKenna Garganu, y'all. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, McKenna. Thank you, McKenna. I was talking to McKenna for a year before her husband said, "You better call Troy." I was like, "Why don't you let me bring my Raw Uncut show down there?" And it was like, Troy, because if y'all go on YouTube and see my show, it is not clean. So. And McKenna does conscious comedy, funny shows, classy, clean, which I came and did one of her shows. That's how we met. And it was a clean comedy show, the whole nine. Had a good time. And when I started really flowing in my niche for the show that we do, I was like, I'd love to come down. I want to come down to San Diego, and I want to come down there and do it too. She's like, Troy, but you know, Woo, brother. Yeah, let me call you back. And we was on Facebook. I was like, call me back. I didn't even talk to you on the phone yet. So, yeah, like 9 months to a year later, my husband was like, you need to call Troy. What are you doing? So we started the show, and it's been great ever since, you know. Sex, love, relationships, everything in between. I started this show, I've been doing comedy for years, but I started this ended up being my niche, which I really didn't know. But I look back on my whole life and how my mother started talking to me about sex when probably like, openly about sex, not roundabout way. You know, my father taught me how to be a gentleman, but my mother pulled me up when I was in middle school. I think I was like 11. Yeah, something like that. I know because it was like she woke me up one day and it was kind of like her hand hit my dresser. It was like, I was like, what's going on? Wiped my eyes. It's like, use these. And walked out the room like she was mad at me. I looked up there. That's when the Trojan packets with these little light blue packets with the white writing. And when I saw it, I was like, you know, every boys, when we were younger, back in the day, we was younger, we tried to get them from our older brother, some guy down the street, see if we can steal them from the store, and want to see how it looked. Hurry up, take it out, take it out. You know. My mother slammed condoms on my dresser like she caught me having sex with some middle school girl or something. But I was like, my mother gave me condoms. Oh snap, I ain't even having sex. That's not how I said it, but I was like, I ain't even having sex. I was like, hey, where'd my mother get condoms from? My mother a freak. She was, but she was a nurse too, so she got it from there. But she said she had read my yearbook, and it was open here, so I'm gonna get open. No kids, okay. But she said she read my yearbook, and a girl in the yearbook wrote, Troy, you cute and everything, even though you are a pervert, psych. And I wasn't a pervert. Even when I was being perverted, I wasn't a pervert. So it wasn't that. There was a girl named Tracy Jones, and in my yearbook she wrote, Troy, with your sexy lips, we need to hook up over the summer, and we're gonna have sex, and don't worry, I don't bleed. See, y'all grown women and y'all shocked. She said it like it was her daughter. Like, oh, Lord, Tracy. Oh, I ain't got no children. And this was, but that's why I like talking to young people too, because some people are like, I don't understand these young people today. I don't understand these young people today. It's like, hold up, Grandma. You, didn't you have sex in the back of a 57 Chevy? But it was different. The chair was like a couch. And we're not talking about that right now. Little sock hop dresses. If your grandmother ever talking about, well, we went in the middle of a meadow and we were in the grass and it was beautiful. Y'all were having sex in the field. So stop acting like they're messing around in the woods. Y'all in the field. Field sex, like y'all slaves or something. Lay down on this shipper rope. Shipper, lay down. Speaking of slaves, I don't really need to see another slave movie. I'm sorry. I know they're talking Oscars. I know they're talking this. I just don't want. You feel me? I'm good. I'm good. I was born in the 70s, so I was born in 75. I'm a young buck. But I remember when Bruce was around. That pretty much was good enough straight through. I didn't need Django, Mango, Mambo. I don't need none of that. And 12 Years a Slave. I said, people's talking about how great a movie it is. I just don't. I might see it on a Sunday if it come on TV. I don't know, but I don't need to see any more slave movies. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to feel, because it makes me feel all slavery when I come out. Huh? I don't need to. And then I'm watching, how many old folks in here? Black exploitation films, Blackula. How many people remember Blackula?
That was scary.
That was scary. Because that was, for one, you got all these people in the hood, jive, turkey, sucker. I am. You know. Come on, sucker. No, I didn't mean like that, brother. Come on. A bunch of that throughout the whole. Come on, put some more questions in. A bunch of that throughout the whole. So, long story short, they have Bounce TV. How many people seen Bounce TV? Anything that sound like music or dribbling the basketball is usually a black station. So, when Bounce TV, I'm looking at Bounce TV, and Blackula's on. I'm like, oh snap, Blackula. And I'm sitting there watching, and when I was a kid, it was just scary. You know, you just watching and see. And I wasn't paying attention, but Blackula was macking up on this lady named Tina. And he liked her because she looked like his old wife that he lost. And he was like, what is it? Mama Mume, Mama, some name. I was like, he got an African name. I was like, all right, Blackula came from Africa. From Africa. So, he's telling her how he got here. And he was like, yeah, I was over there and they tricked me and enslaved me. I'm like, what? I'm looking at Blackula talking to the screen like, what, Blackula? They enslaved me and they sold me to a man named Count Dracula. I was like, Blackula was Dracula's slave? I was like, oh, Lord. Even my horror movie? Could you imagine? It's bad enough being a slave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna get my freedom. I ain't gonna die no slave. I'm gonna get my freedom. And he's sitting there like, come here for a second. Like, yes, sir. He's like, oh. Now you will live forever. As a slave? You're not gonna die either? No, it's not a part of the plan, no. I'm a slave forever! I was so depressed after that. I was like, some girl or something. Hey. Oh my goodness, that was so depressing. I don't need to. You know another thing about 12 Years a Slave, and I don't know. I'm just venting. I'm just talking right now. But you know how you go to a movie and you got expectations of the movie and you get your hopes all up? They be showing dates at the bottom of the screen and stuff. 1795. And you see the brother walking around in the suit, and you see him get locked up. And then he's a slave, and you see Thursday, 9/18/1780. And he break bad. He break. Come on, we getting out of here. And I'm in the movie like, Nah, bro, you got like 10 more years. I don't even know why you doing all that. Oh, you almost, no. There's no, I know for 12 years of me watching this movie, this brother gonna be trying to escape and something gonna happen. I can't take that. It's too much emotional. Nah, I need some romantic comedy in it. No. I think, and I have a 2-year-old daughter, I can imagine, if I'm going 12 years and I come back, she's 14. Oh man, please. I couldn't, that's too much. I mean, the movie's so powerful, and the Oscars are always like the crazy movies anyway. We gotta be sex, somebody dying, somebody killing. Denzel got all these great movies, and then he went for Training Day. You're like, oh, he went out in the blaze. That was amazing. You see how those Russians shot him up, spit on him, cuss on him, peed on him? Get that man an Oscar. Really? That's what it takes? I'm just venting, I'm sorry. But I don't need to see any more slave movies. I want to see some romantic movies where nobody, if it's some chains, it's by choice, and she wanted to get chained up. I want to see that movie. I want to see 12 Years in the Bedroom. I want to see that movie. That's the movie I want to see. I don't want to see 12 Years the Slave. He in the middle of being with his woman. And cut. Did I do it right? I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, I mean, you gotta whip somebody, Have you beat your child with a belt? How many people remember belt? Because I don't know what people do now. Mind you, my daughter will be 2 on November the 1st. And she comes in the kitchen the other day with my belt. This, like a belt, like leather belt. And back in the day, if you grabbed your parents' belt and took it to them, they're like, oh, let me show you what this is for. They might not hit you with it, but they do the pop, 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 pop. I was like, oh, you want to grab the belt? See, and her face, my daughter's gorgeous. She's like, smiling something. I'm trying not to laugh. I said, you don't take daddy's belt. I'm laughing while I'm saying it. Let me show you what the belt is for. I said, and she know when I go to her back, she's, I said, nobody taught you that slave look. That's ingrained in your mind. I feel so bad now. I was like, man, nobody taught her that. I did a little pop. She was like, oh. I was like, all right, that's enough. Come on, you hurt my heart. 12 weeks old, the slave. I mean, that's not gonna happen. Calm down, baby. You all right? All right. Y'all ready to get to y'all questions? Everybody had some fun? Y'all enjoying yourself so far?
Yes.
Y'all enjoying yourself so far? Like this? All right. Oh yeah. All right. First one. How many different ways can chocolate be used in the bedroom? That's how I'd like to start this thing off. How many different ways can chocolate be used in the bedroom? I'm glad you asked. Because I'm into it. Yeah, very good question. Anybody want to expand on that before I get open? If you see a brother squirming in the chair, he got something to say. If you ever talk to a brother, he got something. I mean, he got, because not too many times a brother can keep up with you arguing or talking. You ask him one question, you ask him 3 more, he's done. That's why don't you answer what I'm saying? He's like, what was that first question again? I don't even know no more. Click. Chocolate in the bedroom. Anybody want to expound? Anybody took some kind of, y'all cough, they having a heart attack, baby. Don't say that. Anybody like fruit and edibles in the bed with them when they doing their thing? Anybody? You nod already. You like fruit and vegetables in the bed? Oh, you like chocolate though. Chocolate and strawberries. Women are always into chocolate and strawberries. It's an exotic, isn't it? See, I'm in honey. I like honey. And some of y'all, see, this sister worried about her sheets. She look at me like, I can see that. I know that look. Like, I want my sex to be messy. We are adults in here, right? I want it to be messy. I want you to leave it up to me to get all the honey up. I know it's sticky.
Okay.
But it ain't gonna work if you're sitting there like, hold on, stop! I just put the sheets! Girl, come on. Ain't that, guys, if a sister ain't comfortable, forget about it. Because it's going to ruin the whole, especially if a guy's really into it. He's always like, wait a second. What is that? It's Febreze. Something don't smell right. It's sticky. I'm worried. Turn the light back on. Turn the light on. The candles, something not right. The candles and it's sticky. There's something wrong. And the dude like, from the crown of her head to the soles of her feet. That's how many ways you can use chocolate. Was that scripture? No, sorry. Somewhere in the Bible. The marriage bed is undefiled. That's not Bible. Yes, there are no limitations. I mean, how many, well, I know some people got there, is just her face, man. That's why I love doing comedy and stuff like that, because her face was like, what you doing, babe? What you doing? You got honey stains. I gotta explain that more. There are no limitations, but the person has to be comfortable with whatever you're comfortable with. That's what I would say. It's the one time I'm not worried about lactose or nothing. Chocolate.
You can't even bring a food bag in my bedroom.
You don't like that?
Mm-mm.
You don't like crumbs?
Mm-mm.
That's what I wanted to hear. I knew somebody was gonna say, you can't bring no food in my bedroom, no bag.
Nothing.
No.
Just bring yourself.
Bring yourself. But what if the brother is into, no? You might be denying yourself.
We might have to take that to the kitchen.
Oh. She's like, oh, well, that's fine. Because I know. I almost dropped my tea. Like, no, we ain't doing it in the bedroom, but we can go on the kitchen floor. All right, hurry up now. You're gonna be scolding him like he his child. You wanna go in the kitchen? Come on, let's go in the kitchen, man. Try to keep it on me. All right. Don't get in my head. Oh, look, too many rules. That's the one time I had a sister by the name, and I call all women sisters, white, black, and other. But Alana Pratt, she does this, it's like a relationship, sexy mom type classes and all that stuff, and talks to women. She was at one of my first tapings in Los Angeles for my forum, and I had some special guests. I had Steven Russell from Troop, the lead singer of Troop. He sung and just destroyed the place, and I had another singer, and I did my thing with the audience. And she's up there, and she's doing these exercises for the women. Now, all cultures are different. So she's doing these exercises for the women, like, hey, okay, come on. And just feel like your body is free in the water, and you're just messing all over your body, and then your hair. And as soon as she did like this, all you heard is, Sound like cymbals and air being let out balloons. She had me until she said hair. And she was like, what's going on? And she was like talking, later on we talked, and she was like, I don't know, why they start laughing? I said, you know how much time and money black women spend on their hair? Their hair, and some of it because it's receipts, they can say there. You know, putting your hands in it. She was like, really? And it wasn't like really like, that's funny. She was like shocked and like, oh, that's gotta be so much bondage. I said, yeah, it's bondage, it's glue, it's wax, it's sewn. That's why you can't touch a black woman's hair too much. You have to really, that's a part of the interview. That's a part of I think I put that somewhere in my book, Conversational Foreplay, over, speaking of your hair, what don't you like? But that's a good question. The reason I say this is because if all of a sudden you're kicking it with some dude, or this man be your future husband, or we adults, so if you're kicking it, husband, I don't know what your situation is, but you get ready to go to the bedroom, and and you're a mess, and you're like a clean freak, and you're OCD and all that. What you comb your hair and wrap it up before you go to bed too? I know what this is. Hold up, I'll be right there. Baby, I'm ready. I'll be right there. come out like, I am ready. What the two want food? Oh man. But you got to know that, especially if you're messing with some young guy. Some older guys, you might have some freaky older guys. I don't know. It's not when I say older, like 60s or something, but you don't find a lot of guys in their 60s probably like, yeah, I'm gonna get these lollipops out the freezer and some chocolate. Like coughing like the emphysema guy in the commercial. Why don't you just come to the bedroom before you die? But it's good to know what they into. You know, you get some young guy coming and bringing chocolate in the room. I'm like, where you taking that, sweetie? Put that back in the fridge. Don't mess with my food. I'll be putting my food out the fridge, baby. if you say that costs a lot of money, you know that's not mine. That's my granddaughter's chocolate. Put that back in the refrigerator now. That's with stuff that ain't yours. Come on back in here in the bedroom. Yes, ma'am. How do you pick up the comedian at the show?
With chocolate, you heard him.
Jesus? He was like, I didn't order no dessert tonight. It's from the lady. Oh, fondue. I didn't know y'all had fondue back there. My business card should be up there, right? Be smooth about it. Or just say hi. That's another thing. I don't really have any rap. I noticed that. I never was one of those cats with lines and stuff like that. I just, hello, hey, how you doing? And see where it go from there. Because you can tell a lot. You can tell a lot. You can tell a lot by hi. And then you get to, you know, especially when you say hi close to somebody, you can say, smell their breath, smell their body odor. Hi, hey, how you doing? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Started off right, you smell good. Okay, shoes not half bad. That's what y'all do. Y'all do everything. Except for the ladies are just in a whole nother level now. Ladies, remember, let me say this going in. Ladies, you are a woman. You are a woman. You're a womanly. There's no female I know that can't get a man. Precious had 2 kids. I'm just saying, it might have been by her father. I'm just saying that if anybody can get a man. That's what I'm saying, you're a woman. You know, this is comedy. Don't get upset. Y'all upset with me like Precious is a real person. Precious is a fiction in the movie. But what I'm saying is, I don't know any women that have, hey, women can get a man, especially if you're womanly. If you learn how to talk right, if you're lovable, that was perfect. Lovable is so, I was on a panel yesterday for God's Got a Man Just for You. It was at the LA Convention Center. I was on a panel. And, you know, the women were, some of the women up top, it's when you get more in a, like I like this as a clean show, but we got people from all walks of life. So I keep it clean, but I'm gonna keep it real. But I can't help that anywhere. The Deb was there, you can tell, on the panel, after a while I was like, look here, look. Y'all women, ain't no guy that's not gonna want you. Just be womanly. You know, a soft answer deters wrath and all this. I mean, you can run down the whole list. I gotta lift Proverbs 31, I gotta do whatever. But just understand that you are a woman. You have the most powerful things on this earth. One below your belt, the other one is in your mouth. And I'm not just talking about sexual at all. I'm talking about you have the power to even knock a dude down to the dirt of the earth where he came from, or lift him up to the king he should be. At any given time. And every man has a king in him. Just saying. You're a woman. Be womanly. And that's not degrading. I'm saying be womanly because women were made to be a helpmate to man. Some are like, helpmate, servant. No, that's not what that means. It's not what it means at all. Anytime God looked around and said, okay, Adam, yeah, everything's good. I got man, but man is incomplete. You need to say, okay, it's not good for man to be alone. God said that. And then what happened next? No, he didn't create woman. In verse 18, it said it wasn't good for man to be alone. He's like, oh, I don't know the Bible no more. She looked, what story are you talking about? Is this one of those beef? This one of those porno movies you know about? God came in the room in a cape. No, that's not what that movie. He had man name all the animals. And then afterwards, this is biblical, y'all can Google it, whatever. Afterwards he said, and out of none of them did he find a helpmate. Then he put Adam to sleep. Gave him the woman of his dreams. But the reason I say that is because a lot of times, men and women, you're going through all these things, and some things you're just supposed to name so that you don't go back and mistakenly think that's your mate. You know, guys, right? Why? You know, guys, we don't complete all our sentences. Why then? Why then? Why then? Why then am I here and I was trying to watch the game? Oh, okay. Say what you're trying to say, bro. I got a call from one of my family members about how her husband has been acting different since she got a new job. That she is very happy about. She feels that her husband is jealous. What should she do? Anybody ever run into that? Guys who you're making more money than the guy and think it caused a little friction, a little problem? What is the job, first off? Is it something that's bringing friction in their family? Is it something where she's going to be working more hours and being away from her home? Is he upset because she's going to be homeless? Not homeless, but homeless than she was before? Or is he upset? You know, it's three sides to every story, his side, her side, and the truth. So is she upset? Is he upset because she's making more cake and she's advancing? Because that's a whole nother problem. If somebody's upset, I told my friend this before, I said, if you got a friend that y'all start talking and they start the conversation by, oh, you about to go do your passion again. Dancing, working out, photography, or you with your man, or you with your kids, or you hanging out with such and such. Or if every time they talk about something that you enjoy doing and they're like, oh, you ... person ain't a friend. It's not a friend. That's somebody that's hating. That nature, that's their character. They're not just hating to be hating, that's their character. If they're negative about something you enjoy doing, get away from them. Because it's gonna be, oh, making all this money now. You all hardy talk. You can't call nobody, no hello? Hello. Oh, I'll talk to you later. Something happened to my phone, I guess. Yeah. Why is he upset? That's the thing. Ask her to find out, or ask her to tell you, if y'all communicating like that, why is he upset? Because if it's something that's gonna ruin that marriage and she wants to stay married, then she got a real hard decision to make. If he's the breadwinner and he can pay for everything without her, and she wants to stay married, but if it's something that just her passion she's doing and she's been waiting for this forever and that's a hard situation to be in, because men go through that too. They get some advancement and stuff like that, but a lot of times we can get so focused that we will drift away from the household. But if that's the case, then yeah. But find out why he's mad. What really, okay. The way she initially wrote it was, what really saves please a man? But I realized she was trying to put the save before the man. What really pleases a saved man? Is that what you meant? Check. Sometimes it works. Yes, that's it. What really pleases a saved man? You can take saved out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you, deal with the man first. So if he's a man, the same thing that pleases a saved man pleases an off the hook man. So, he's a man. But that individual, you have to find that out. Because each individual is different. Some guys like oral sex, some guys don't. Some guys like a meal cooked when they get home. Some guys really don't mind. They like cooking themselves. So it's an individuality thing. It's what do you do? If he tell you to shut up, he don't like you talking. Shut up. I'm sorry. Just saying. If you're nagging him, guys we're pretty simple. If you find out what we like, we're pretty consistent in what we like. If that changes around, you have how many women in here married, ever lived with a man, married, been married, Have you ever redecorated when he wasn't home and didn't tell him?
Yeah.
What did he do when he got home? He ain't say nothing? He ain't say nothing for a while, did he?
A long while.
But he probably did something like this. He probably walked in and was like, believe what he said. If he act like he don't like something, if something ain't hitting, Believe, no, you meet somebody, I was talking to somebody the other day, say, I met this guy, and he told me at the beginning, he said, you know, I'm really not looking for a committed relationship or marriage. She was like, but then Troy, every day we going out, we doing this, he want to spend all his time with me, take all my time, he got kids, my kids' age, he bring his kids around, he doing this, he doing that, you know, but you know, he say one thing, but he doing another. No, he not. Believe what that joker said. And whatever's going on now, you're setting yourself up for, because then you start looking at his actions thinking, oh, well, maybe I'm different, and maybe he does want to marry me. And then when something go down, you had a conversation, he was like, well, I told you how I feel about marriage, but what's all this stuff going on that you've been doing? Like, it's just the stuff I do when I'm in a relationship. I thought you weren't in a relationship, you ain't uncommitted. You know, believe what he say up front. Unless he tells you, you know how you know if a guy want to marry you?
No, how?
Anybody? You don't know? He'll ask you to marry him. That's it. If a guy wants to be with you, and that's why I say be womanly, because it shouldn't be any woman in here that hasn't had a guy pursue the heck out of her before. You know, even if it was back in school. You remember when a boy come, every time he come, every time he come by, his buddy bringing a note to your table. Circle yes or no. Why can't he come tell you this out? Guys pretty much the same way now. But if a guy wants to be with you, he'll let you know. However he want to be with you, he'll let you know. And then the easy, y'all got the power. You know what I'm saying? It's how you can, and I'm not talking about manipulation, ladies. I ain't talking about the 90-day rule. I ain't talking about all this stuff you can do to get a man to do what you want him to do, to get that man in, and then all of a sudden you stop reading the book, and and he start going back to his old ways, and you wonder what happened. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your character being gentle, how you talk to him. Even if you're boisterous. I know some boisterous women that melt when they're around dudes, or their dude. And they still the same person, but that's their boo. And he loves that. You know, but, you know, just how you talk to him. You know, find out, you can find out anything you want from a man. Any woman in here can find out anything you want from a man just by acting like a woman. And I could be, you know. What do you mean acting like you soft? Sugar and spice and everything nice. Sugar and spice? Won't tell the world. For your time, sorry. Y'all listen to some old songs. That's what the you make me feel brand new by the Stylistics.
Yeah.
You remember that song?
Yeah.
I was at the conference the other day, and I'm listening. I'm driving because KJH was where they were advertising the stuff. My love, I never found the word, my love, to tell you how I feel, my love. Mere words could not. He just said about 12 words, and he's saying none of those words could say what you were trying to say. But whenever I needed a friend, you stick with me through thick and thin. This one's for you. He talks about this woman like she Jesus or something. When the last time you heard a dude say, "You make me feel brand new"? A dude wrote that song. When the last time you heard a guy say that? What made him say that? No, that's everything is you. That's you are everything and everything. That's another good one. Listen. Just listen a little bit. Today I saw somebody. He's talking about it. Broke up. Just like you. She won't like you do. I thought it was you. Sing along. As she turned the corner. Called out her name. Brothers dance with their hands. You ain't seen a brother dance. You ain't seen a brother outside your door doing like this. You ain't seen a brother dancing. They're writing words. Dudes wrote hit songs about women. Today I saw somebody, you know, he felt so ashamed. When you heard the guy say he saw ashamed because he saw a fine woman and thought it was you, and when it wasn't you, he got upset. What dude gonna admit nowadays to looking at a woman while you wasn't there? And he's like, baby, you know, today I saw somebody look like you. She walked like you do. You were watching her walk? Yeah, I thought it was you. Till she turned the corner, I yelled out your name. Man, I felt so ashamed. This girl, it wasn't you. So what you do next? I called you. You all right? But at the same time, because you can say, well, guys were different then. They did that for women. They were more romantic. Why were guys more romantic then? Because women were acting more. I'm just saying. Sometimes you don't try. You know a lot of the chivalry and the gentleman. You know, I can't be at the door and not open the door for a woman. I can't, help her out. Hey, how you doing? That stuff. You remember coming up that when you was outside playing, if you had a dress on, everybody lost their mind. Or I remember I was playing with some girl. She was getting rough. We was about to wrestle. I said, Troy! I was like, huh? Come here. What I do? Don't wrestle with no girl. The girl got a dress on. You don't wrestle with no girl like that. Remember how they open the door for you? They step out for people open the door. You know, a lot of that came from the fact that women wore dresses and no one wanted that dress to get jacked up. And that was also a way of being womanly. It was a certain way you treat a woman, a damsel, or I'm telling you what I'm saying. I'm not knocking women at all. But I'm saying the respect, the chivalry, and all that didn't come from men saying, we're going to make these rules of how to deal with women because they need to be respected. No, because they were women, they were respected. I'm telling you, y'all got it. Y'all own it. I don't even know where I'm going here. This is supposed to be a taping. Y'all own it. Whatever you want that guy to do for you, you own it. But you don't manipulate him. Just be a woman. Just be the woman. Just be a woman. Just be womanly. I'm not talking about knocking your profession. I'm not talking about anything like that because I know I hang with a bunch of professional women that got it going on. But the more womanly they are, they go out. I've seen some women, I know we were joking one minute, and then all of a sudden we go out, get inside the club, they're like, oh, I was like, what's all that over there? I can't go nowhere. Every woman in the corner, we was joking and drinking beer earlier, now you all fabulous. I got 5 drinks. I'm like, what you do? Okay. How do you know if a guy is into you? Oh, I wasn't pointing at him because that was a question. I was pointing because we were talking about something earlier. Guys show that you into it. You know what I'm saying? A guy will go to the counter and get you a drink. No, I'm just messing. Seen the guy do it back there. Here you go. He's like, what happened? Oh, man, you tripping. No, but hell, I mean, a broke dude will find a way to give you something. You know what I'm saying? A dude could be broke. Even in old movies. He's like, I'm broke, but I'll defend her honor. Ain't nobody trying to mess up your honor no more, so you ain't got no guy running up, hey, damsel, I'm gonna defend. When you start sword fighting? But, guys we're very, and this is why I talk the way I do about this stuff, because a lot of times, guys get a bad rap. People call men dogs, men get nagged at, he ain't doing this, he said he was gonna do that. He said, I love brothers, I love my men, I love my brothers, I like to encourage them, this is one of the reasons I do this thing. Guys get a bad rap. Let me tell you something, guys are pretty simple but intelligent, and like I said, there's a king in every man. And if you find yourself in a position where you're continuously bickering a man or bringing him down or stuff like that, I guarantee you will never find a man. Know why? Because man is God's most prized possession. And if you don't know how to deal with man, why would God bless you with a man? And I've never said that before. I don't know why I'm saying it now. But I'm just talking. I'm just talking from my heart. If you dogged a man, even if he did you wrong and you couldn't walk away from that, it's hard. That 100% responsibility thing is hard. That's when you look at what's happening to you in a situation and say, what part did I play in that? and own it. Because if you can't do that, you're like, yeah, this dude. I'm like, okay, well, shoot, I'm a dude too. So I'm starting with like some strikes like a mug. And I've been noticing that because I've been meeting, I'm single, I've been meeting sisters. I met this one sister, we talking on the phone. It's all flirtations when we met it close, and then we got on the phone. She's like, all right, let me run this down. I was like, yeah, I'm just trying to, you know, take it. Like, I'm listening to John Legend. I'm like, and I don't mind that. I don't mind taking it slow. I've been hurt too. Guys get hurt too. We just don't talk about it. You can tell if a guy's hurt by the way the conversation go. You got to be able to read. Men are more hurt than most women because we never get a chance to let it out properly. Yeah, sad, right? You got another song over here. Sorry. We are. We get hurt. Men got emotions too. We get hurt too. Another tidbit. If you get a guy to open up his heart to you and tell you whatever is in his heart that he wants to say, you can talk to me, you can say it like that, and y'all get into an argument one day, or y'all get into something, and you bring that back up. Even if you don't toss it or throw it at him, if you bring it back up and he gave you something that was deep, don't ever worry about him opening up to you again on anything. 9 times out of 10, if you get with a dude and y'all would talk, if you go back to when it happened and you saw it suddenly say, he doesn't communicate with me. Anytime I hear a woman say, my husband doesn't communicate with me, my man don't communicate with me, I usually look at them and say, why? And they're like, what do you mean, why? He never talked to you, even when y'all met, he never was into talking to you and breaking stuff down and all this stuff? He never did that? Yeah, kind of. So when to stop? Because some people have selective amnesia. They can remember everything somebody else do. But it's like, what? Well, you know, what? What do you mean? When? When? Then they look at me like I'm evil or something. Do you know Ron? I'm like, no, I don't know Ron. Who's Ron? My man sent you here, didn't he? Freaking spy. All right, let me do 2 more of these. Yeah, if a guy's into you, he will definitely show you. Now, some guys are bashful. Some guys don't know how to approach a woman. And sometimes your beauty is stunning, ladies. Why don't he say anything to me? Yeah, if you see a guy staring at you, wave at him. Break it. Break that ice for him. Because some guys, if you ever have a guy that's looking at you and he's staring at you and you get creeped out, go back to being a woman for a second and realize that he is looking at your beauty. He is captivated by you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Back in the day, a woman would... that come here blink. He'd be like, oh, she told me come here. She didn't say it. What Tyra Banks called it, smizing. He's like, you gotta smize. No, whatever it is, whatever you do with your eyes, I don't know how to smize. I ain't gonna be smizing to no dude. Hey, brother, what's happening? Brother, you just smizing me, man? You know we near West Hollywood. What you trying to do? No, I wasn't smizing. I wasn't trying to smize. No, I'm saying. But you say, don't be like. I see women. We get our patience is like. You know what I'm saying? You see a dude looking at you, it's like, I don't know why he's staring at you. You attracted to him. If he's staring at you and he's not gawking, I'm not talking about somebody ride by you on the street and like, run, that's what that is, run. That's you start hearing Walk On By Isaac Hayes or something. No, run. That's creepy. But if y'all at a club, bar, anything, and dudes stumble, the best thing a guy can do, ladies, is stumble over his words when he's talking to you. Guess what that means? He's into you. You messing up he don't really have a game. If he come to you and he's spitting game like it's like a rap, hey, little lady,
baby. Time used to be mine. Now, eat some food. Had some chicken on the corner, baby, bite. Go on, man, I don't want to hear that. You rap back, oh man, go. If he rapping to you like that, he got game. As he's spitting game at you. But if he starts stumbling over his words and stuff like that, and he seems a little bashful, guess what? This guy might be into you. Narcissistic behavior in relationship is discovering other disorders, what to do. Dang. I'm surprised I can read it like that. Looks like a dude's handwriting too. Narcissistic behavior in a relationship. Narcissistic behavior in relationships and discovering other disorders, what to do.
Right.
Yeah.
You say what? Run? Yeah. But if you're married, you can't always run, but yeah, run. Yeah, pretty much. You run slower, right? Yeah, baby, what's going on? Why you moving your chair from the table, baby? We need dinner. Just make sure everything's good. You like that food? You want some more iced tea? You want some pecan pie? I'm trying to do a joke and keep in the camera at the same time. I get to moving. I'm like, I get all over the place. Okay. But let me say this. Yo, mental illness is real. There's some crazy mofos out here. I talk about it in my book. I call it the Joker card. Pulling the big joke. I call it a big joke in the book. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes how many people play spades before? Spades players? Can y'all really play? Ain't that the next question they always ask? Well, can you really play spades? It's like, yeah, you got two people somewhere we need to play real quick? Let's get this going. Got about 5 hours? That's how spades go down. The brother right there standing there. I said spades. He looked up. He's like. But yeah, a lot of times we're dating somebody or we're talking to somebody. We don't give them enough chance to play that big joker. You fishing. Spades is a game of fishing. That's why I mentioned spades. You find out like, okay, I don't know if my partner got it. Maybe we can give. Yeah. I like Big Boy's new song. trying to talk across the table. Give me a sign that you got this. Please have the big joke, because I throw this little out and they get cut. We ain't got our books. Come on now. This spades reference, so if you don't play spades, you don't understand where I'm going right now. But the big joker, play the game long enough to give a person a chance to play that card. A lot of times we like, ha, I got you. And they're like, I got you. I'm crazy than a mug, girl. I knew you had that little joker. You remind me of my last girlfriend. You make me feel brand new, girl. Why are women so crazy? I didn't say it, that's the question. That's actually the question. All right, now no judging now. It's only about 5 of us in here. It's only 5 brothers. Oh, wait, we ain't crazy. Who said that? Who said that? You acting like a crazy person, right? Who said? People moving away from the seat. No. Women are not crazy. Calling somebody crazy is dismissive. Women are not crazy. I saw a comedian, Whitney Cummings, and she was breaking down so much stuff. It was hilarious. We went to she was at the Comedy Store up in Los Angeles. She had a show called Whitney. That was my first time really seeing her live, and she started breaking down certain things. She was like, I went through this breakup, and it kind of messed me up in the head, and she was like, women should really be given like $100 for every hour they don't cry. And she's I'm serious, emotionally and scientifically. This is why women are so crazy. I'm gonna use scientific Dr. Oz version. It's called white brain matter. Women think more emotionally about everything. It's the way they're scientifically wired. We are more tunnel vision and compartmentalized. We'll take something and say, I have to go to work. Women, you ever try to talk to a man while you're getting yourself together to go to work? And yeah, if you're smart, no. Because every answer to every question is gonna be like, I'm getting ready for work. I'm getting ready for work. Baby, look, can I call you at work? Don't call me at work. Men, we kind of focus. That's why, biblically, that's why it says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. It says nothing about a woman. Because a woman can be at work doing her thing. She can be at work, oh, hey girl, what's going on? Yeah, hold on. Yes, Leroy will be released today. All his papers will be, yes, he'll be down there. Girl, you want me to call you back? No, don't call me back. Hold on. Yes, is somebody in your office? Yeah, his mother's standing right in front of him. Yeah, he'll be released today. And then, I can call you back? No. Yeah, he had an STD too. I don't know when that happened. Girl, I can call you. Hold on. Don't call me back. I got this. Somebody's sending me an email now. You know, Ron hit me up on the email too, girl. Hold up. You want me to call you back? No, I got this. Yes. Yeah, I don't know how you got the STD. You've been locked up 9 years. Hey, well, miss, that tell you. Yeah. Okay, she's gone. Okay, I'm here. And we'll talk to her, girl. I'm about to leave work now. We going out. I'm about to leave work now. We going out. I'm in the garage. I'm gonna lose you for a second. Don't hang up. I'm out the garage. And we'll go home on the phone. And y'all, hey, get out your school clothes. Get it together. No, you ain't gotta call me back here. Hold on. Get out your school clothes. Get your books out. Let's do this. I'm about to change my clothes. Girl, I'm changing my clothes. Hold on. I'm back. We'll cook food, help with the homework. Husband there, this, that, and other. Read some stuff for work, this, that, and other. Have sex with her husband. Go to bed. Do it again. A woman can do all that. A dude, when he gets home from work, sometimes he's still at work. He has to deprogram. He will go to the side of the bed. He may go to the bathroom, and you may not see him for hours. He may go in front of the TV and whatever he got to do to deprogram. Back in the day, older women used to be like, hey, look, when your father get home, when your grandfather get home, and she said it quiet like he was already there. Look, when your grandfather get home, your father get home, don't mess with him, don't say nothing. I can't say, don't say hi, don't say bye, don't say my. Nothing that rhymes with I. And because men had to deprogram, you know, and because if you don't let them deprogram, and this is nowadays, and you want to see a grumpy man, a grumpy young man, an upset man, why you got an attitude? Why you acting like this? Because you, in your crazy mind, crazy meaning it's not logical to a man how you think. It's not that women are crazy. It's just that women can think about multiple things at the same time and compute them pretty well. We can't. We like, boom, boom, I'm going to work, boom, deal with this problem. That's why if you argue with a man, it's an easy argument for you. Because by the time you get on question number 2, and you ain't give him a chance to answer question number 1, you got it. So where you been and why ain't you called? You are everything. You just go right back into it. You know what, I don't really want to talk about this right now. You know what that means? He's trying to think. Men need time to think. That's why if you get in an argument with a man and all of a sudden, women, this is something that I don't understand. I try to save women's lives when they do this. If you argue with a man, it's getting intense, and he put his hands don't follow him. Because this man is a man, and eventually he's going to show you he a man if you keep threatening him. Right now, you his enemy. If you are, I don't like arguing. So if we're arguing, I don't like you at that point in time. I don't even know if I really love you. I don't want to be nowhere near you. Let me think, get this thing together, because you're making me feel some kind of way. When you hear somebody say some kind of way in an argument, that usually means their feelings hurt or they're upset. If they say some kind of way and they can't get it out, leave them alone till they figure out what kind of way you got them feeling. Feeling some kind of way. Start dancing like the boy back here. Whoa, whoa. If you go in the corner and start singing, leave the house. Whoa, whoa. Knock somebody out. Women have, I can't believe he put his hands on you, girl. What was going on? We was arguing, and I told her, you gotta get up. He went to the bathroom, I came in there with him. It's like, so what happened then? He gonna turn around and swing on me. You're threatening him. He is a man, and eventually a man is going to be a man, unless he's just used to you walking over him. But let him, give him time. Men have to think stuff like, oh, so if you wonder why women act so crazy, and besides, besides them having to pretty themselves up, put on heels, if you ever, have any guys in here ever tried to put on a pair of heels? Probably not. I don't do the dressing up and drag thing either. I don't do that. I mean, that's Tyler Perry and other cats, but I can't get that. A bra, you ever put on some panties? Shaved your legs. You ever tried to shave your legs once or twice? Had some, or Brazilian wax? That's a whole, one thing shaving down here. Now I'm a metrosexual. I have to shave, you know, my head. I shave my chest. Try to work out, you know, I shave. I've been shaving since I played sports in high school. I'm a barber, I'm an ex-barber, you know. I shave, yeah, so I don't care, I'm clean. So, don't judge me. I see y'all looking like, thought this dude was gay. He's shaving everything. You mean everything? How you get them hairs that stick out? I don't even want to know, brother. There's a lot of veins down there. You shaving everything? But women get Brazilian wax, they get wax. They get somebody put some hot wax on them, putting something on their skin. 1, 2, I'm joking, I do 3, I do 2. Doing all that, prettying themselves up, putting makeup, they put paint on their skin, clogging their pores so no sweat or breath or air can come out. Stabbing themselves in the eye, and they do stuff. Women do all kinds of stuff to look good. All kinds of stuff, you know, so, you know, let alone getting their hair done. I used to have locks, like, brother like this, before I lost my hair, the brother back there looking like the king of Africa with the dreads going down. I ain't having that long, but I had dreads and stuff. You still get lock maintenance and stuff? You get that stuff done? You ever been under a dryer? A hot dry? Could you imagine that? Now, you do it now, you're kind of used to it now, but when a brother is used to getting locks and stuff done, when I had locks, when I had hair, I'm sitting on that dryer, they have another, you know, the dryer goes, it's like click, click, click. And they must have click, 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 click. Because there's a level of heat. And I guess when you have locks, we got the bees, y'all do natural hair, we got the beeswax and everything, and the butter and the new stuff, and she in there, oh, we can stay on there for a little while, we're just trying to dry it. So I'm like, okay. Then people coming by talking to you, I can't hear you. Get back under there, oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say? Troy, get back under there. Oh, no. And then I'm shaking and stuff. And they laughing. You ain't even been under there but an hour. My eyes sliding down my face. And they do that every week. Every 2 weeks, they getting stuff tied and sewed into their scalp. Women go through a lot of stuff just to try to stay up. They look gorgeous and look. So that's some of the reasons why women are crazy. All right, why women act like they're trying to find a guy that don't want sex? In other words, why women act like not all men want sex? It's 2013. They should know we want it by now. Ain't even nothing to really talk about with this. That's it. That is really it. There's nothing left to, there's no question really there. That's a rhetorical question. That's what that was. That's when there's no, they wasn't looking for an answer. He answered. They know this. Why are you acting stupid? I'm just trying to make sure all you want from me isn't sex. Give me a second. Sex is not all I want from you. Can you repeat the question back to you? Sex is not all I want. Women, if a guy does not want to have sex with you, leave him alone.
For sure.
I don't care if you go to church married day. I don't care what you do. If a guy don't want to have sex with you, what? Look. Ain't nothing else to say. What?
What if he's a virgin?
I don't care. If a guy don't want to have sex with you, leave him alone. A virgin?
So I shouldn't date Tebow?
Who is Tebow?
The football player that's a virgin.
Tebow's a virgin.
Right.
But Tebow wants to have sex, and it's quote unquote virgin. Tebow done been through a lot of stuff since the last time we heard he was virgin. We ain't heard no virgin talk in a while. Nothing. We haven't seen him praying. He ain't in the league no more. Believe me, he's sitting back somewhere talking to God like, okay, am I supposed to be doing something else, or what did I do? Or Tebow's playing when here's a good example. He was magical when he was talking about being a virgin. That virgin talk stopped, his play went downhill. I guarantee you. There you go. That's probably what happened. What happened to Tebow? All that magic and stuff he had, he gave it to some woman probably. He gave all the magic. Skeeted all the magic. All the magic done. He was sitting there with 50 cents. You got the magic stick. You got the magic. Poof. And all Tebow goes back. Take me out, coach. What's wrong with you, man? His mojo is gone. Tebow didn't say he didn't want to have sex. He said he was a virgin. There's a difference. If a man does not want, you shouldn't even have to ask a man to see sexually attractive. If you hug a man and his nature don't rise, beware. I ain't talking about one of those, hey, Bill, praise the Lord, brother. I ain't talking about that hug when you hugging somebody like you really think you're gonna get pregnant from hugging this dude. I'm talking about when you... Oh no, y'all got weed. Women so freaking slick. Y'all think y'all are... Hi, how you doing? Just checking. She counting your fingers. It's like, why are you holding my hand? It's like, big hand. I think y'all slick, checking out the goods. I mean, if that's not important to you, then hey. I'm just being real. Just being real. And a lot of especially in my straight raw and cut show, they ask whatever. Women ask that question, how can I find out before time how large he is, how he's built? I was like, get him to do those, be a woman, have you been dancing? Go dancing. Have him put some slack, go dancing where you gotta put some slacks on, not jeans, because jeans can fool you. You're like, but his jeans look so bulgy. He got his jeans hanging down to his knees, he got 3 pair of boxes on. What's up, babe? What's up? Oh, what is he grabbing? He is not grabbing his bulge. He is trying to hold his jeans up. What's up, babe? What's up? What's up? They get all offended about the hip-hop artists and stuff. They're like, oh, they grabbing themselves. That's not Mike. Michael was grabbing himself. Michael probably was blessed. But Michael's showing off. But these young artists, they are keeping their pants. Oh, yo. Go out dancing. Have them put some slacks on. Go out dancing. Slow dance with them. Shake them. But, if a man is not excited by you, y'all women, man. You know what I'm saying? A man should be excited about you. You know what I mean? You with me? She's like, sure. Y'all so cool. Sure, I understand. Excitement. I feel excited now. It's not excitement. It's the wrong emotion. I don't know what emotion that is. No. It's all good. All right. What if a guy you dated one time shows up to your work without previous notice? Date on Wednesday, showed up on Friday. Stalker? Does he? See, this, I got all kinds of questions. I was like, did y'all meet at work? How you know where you work? Or he, in the midst of the question, what did y'all do on Wednesday? He said what?
He towed my car for my job. Why? He towed my car because my car broke down. He towed my car.
Oh, I thought you said the mofo came to your job and told your job. I thought she just meant randomly. You come outside, girl, I'm going to lunch too. You trying to press your car alarm at a spot. You being in denial like the repo man. Did I pay my... But her car broke down at her job.
Yeah.
And he was the tow truck driver?
Yeah.
So you met him and went out on a date with him?
Yeah.
On a Wednesday? And he came back to your job on Friday. Did he at least say, I was just checking to see if your car was all right? Can he say that?
No.
Yeah, he crazy.
Showed up in my job.
And what'd he say? Oh, he walked in your job or was outside?
He was outside.
Can y'all hear her? Can you got another mic? Just make sure. I want to hear how to blow by blow. See, this is the only show. It's so interactive that we get some blow by blow. Okay. You don't have to say your name because it's going to take. But, okay. So, right. So the guy, you went out, a tow truck driver picks up your car. You so, oh man, you just wonderful, blah, blah. Oh, you wonderful too, blah, blah, blah. Let's go out Wednesday. We'll go out Wednesday. Was it a nice date?
It was all right. Well, he said some stuff that was kind of crazy.
All right, what did he say?
Like, you know.
Hold it, step him to the mic.
You know, I can be with any girl I want to. I've slept with 100 girls. What?
Oh, he's a Casanova. He's a smooth talker. You know, I'm here with you, but I can be with any girl I want to. You know, my penis is on loan, pretty much. I sleep with anybody. So he that's one of the starting. That was one of his. You already know what I do for a living, but let me tell you what I do at nighttime. I tow so many trucks, you know, car. So everybody you tow, you tow. What you saying? You hooking up your rig to everybody. What you saying? You know, it's a hard job, you know. I see it's a hard job. So that was part of his. How long was the date? Just dinner or?
It was just kind of hanging out.
Okay, I don't want to ask all the extracurricular. Did you continue?
No, I did not sleep with him.
Oh, I wasn't gonna ask that. But I'm a comedian, so my mind was going crazy. Like he had the tow truck lights in the room. What is happening in here? He come out. Man, that moment's in love. Is that you making this up? And he showed up Wednesday. Did you call him on Thursday? I mean, hold up. Y'all went on. Did you call him Thursday?
No, he called me.
Did you answer? Because I'm trying to see if he was a stalker. Because if you didn't answer and he showed up, he's a stalker. But if you answered and y'all had a conversation, did y'all talk Thursday? You know what's so funny? The girlfriend is dying. Tell him! I told you not to move. I saw his tow truck. His tow truck said, we slinging toes. I got toes in different area codes. I tried to tell you. So, and she look like somebody that she gets scared. Everybody knows she's scared. She's like, all right, girl. Ah! What you doing at my job? Did you ask him that? Did you ask? She can't even put it together. Did she ask him, what you doing at my job? Don't you die on me over this. You all right? So what did he say when you said, why are you at my job? Or were you just scared by that point?
I told him that it's not a good idea to just show up at my job. Like, I work at a school, and my principal was actually coming out with me when this guy showed up. And
Was it a male principal?
Yes.
Oh my Lord, he gonna kill the principal. No, I'm sorry. That's a joke. These are jokes, people. Calm down. They're like, no, don't kill the principal. It's a comedy show, you know. So you still, did you talk to him after that?
No.
So you fearful that your car's gonna end up on the other side of town by accident? He keep calling you. Want to know where your car is?
I am a little concerned. I think it's kind of weird for some dude that you only went out and wants to show up at your job without telling you who's coming.
Yeah, it's like I said, ladies, if a guy's into you, you don't know. Because that's extreme than a mug. That's scary, that's spooky. It is scary and spooky. Does he work for a company or is it on his own truck?
No, it's a company.
Yeah, just if anything else go down, just say, hey, I got my car towed the other day, and the bad part, he towed your car to your house or to a
dealership.
The dealership, okay. Yeah, you watch out. Just be mindful, because today is just, people get crazy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that should be flattering in a mug. She has a fine example of he's into her, or he just want to get into you. I want to make you 101. You don't hear that? Every time you move, I hear this. Yeah. But that's good. That's good. I mean, it's a weird good. It's like, he's, was he a nice looking dude?
All right.
He's all right. You ain't give him no. You
Like
ain't,
Turkish.
Turkish. Y'all said, oh, the sisters be knowing. She's like, oh, girl. He just wants your goodies. Turkish. Yeah, they kind of possessive. Yeah, that's, he probably shocked him that you turned him down. He's like, I told your car, you don't want me? See all this hair on my chest? I don't know, that's how they do. I don't know if they do that. Did they do that in Turkey? The Turkish, I am a Turkish prince. Stop all that noise. They said they're having dinner. Sound like house music. All right. A Turkish tow truck driver. That sounds like the beginning of a joke. So this girl and this Turkish tow truck driver. You know where this is going, right? What is the best way to get back someone that you really love if you tell, hold up, let me read this out sound. What is the best way to get back someone that you really love if they tell you they don't want to talk to you ever again? Is the Turkish dude in? I was saying I woke once by accident, I'm sorry. What is the best way to get back someone that you really love? Yeah, you hear the consensus run around.
Yeah.
I asked you, what is it about you that wants to be with somebody that doesn't want to be with you?
Exactly.
What is it about you? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Jerome and Rome, verse 2, chapter 4, section Himalaya. No, sorry. Oh, sorry. If you don't want it, good Lord. I'm in love with this person. And when somebody say ever, when somebody put ever in everything, ever. Like Bernie Mac said, it was so long they put the 4 off it. Won't you ever? Especially if it's a black person and he said, white person say ever, they mean they're gonna call the police next time. If a black person say ever, they mean as long as they live. Or whenever they forgive, depending on the person. Yeah, white person, don't ever call me again. You understand me? Ever. No, I'm saying. A black person say ever, they mean ever. They don't want to see you on the same street. You following me? Y'all going the opposite way. You following me? They really hate me. Yeah. What is it about you that wants somebody that don't want you? Come on now. How do you know if he liked it, the sex? How do you know if he liked the sex? Cause that's a good, no, that's a good question. Because honestly, how many women in here, most of the time you with a man, they'll make no noise. If you ever been with a man, make no noise, we all family, ain't nobody worried about you. You know, most men don't make noise during sex, right? Or for the most part.
No, we do.
No. Oh, that's good. Y'all dynamos in the bedroom. That's wonderful. Don't. I'm not talking about, hold up. Understand what I'm saying? During sex. I'm not talking about when he's about, hold on. I'm not talking about the, I'm not talking about that. Because that might be what y'all mean. Yeah, we just have sex. He's making all kinds of noise. But men are getting a little different now. They're more boisterous. I would think that you'd be able to ask him and he'd give you an honest answer. And most men will tell you. I mean, I tell, if it was good, I'm like, hey. Want to get a beer or something? Put in work. You surprised me. That's how you really know. If you're a quiet woman and you go down and you, or if you're married and you, I don't know, if you're married and your husband say, hey. That might be all he say, but if he says like, hey, like he father, hey. But I guess you tell, some men don't, how was it? Ask questions. If a guy's not making noise, ask questions. Talk, find out. You want to find out. You want to know if you're doing what he likes, he liked you. You want to know that stuff. You don't want to just think because he ejaculated it was good, because it's a physical thing for guys, You brush up against a dude the wrong time. Hey. You're like, oh, you excited? I don't know what's wrong with me right now. I'll be back. We're visual, we're physical. You touch and rub. But we can't tell what's going on with y'all. Y'all could be, your socks could be wet, and for all we know, y'all just squish, squish, squish. We don't know. But a guy, that's why I said the whole thing about a guy, seeing if a guy's into you, nature eyes, blah, 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 blah. All right, let me run through these. How much time we got? We got 5 minutes? Where we going? Okay, I got a lot of questions I want to get through these. All right, let me run through these. Why do men or women cheat? Same reason. They do the same, that's a big general question, because you got some women and men that say they cheat because they're unhappy, but then you would like, want your cloak, my dear? See how he strode away like he was the king of... Brother walked away like Mufasa, like he had a tail or something. Took time to make sure you knew what. That wasn't one of those quick. Here you go. He was like, wake up. It's really messed up. She probably didn't even notice he was back there. She wasn't doing anything smooth. She was just like, oh, it's kind of long. She was like, oh. She didn't do one of them moves. That was. She straightened right up. She woke and everything. All kinds of reasons. People cheat because they want some new sex, they unhappy, they not unhappy, it's something different, it's temptation, it's Really. Really, it's a big general question. If you ask him, why did your man cheat on you, I have to know the situation between you and your man or woman and see if we can figure something out. But bottom line, it comes down to breaking. They were either tempted past the commitment, or you just don't know what it is, why people cheat. It happens all the time, and it's not good. But really need to get around some people who they're faithful. Ask them how they stay faithful. And how do you avoid, both of y'all look good, both of y'all doing this, both of y'all work? How y'all stay together and faithful? How y'all do that? Those are the questions. Because the cheating thing, people could be happy and roll out and like, I can't believe I did that. My flesh is so weak. How much you You just paid weak flesh? What does it mean when a guy tells you he's been with over 100 girls on the first date? I think we covered that one. I didn't mean another question pertaining to the same tow truck driver. The last woman he told that might have been like, I'm gonna be 101. Or, I don't know. I don't think I've ever had a situation where the amount of women I slept with got me more. I don't think that's ever been unless the woman had something in her mind, I know all the women after you, then that's something different. That's her mind making up some kind of fantastical thing. And then you could have a situation like, what I thought it would be. Like, none of this was what I thought it would be. What are you doing? But how do you keep the lines of communication open when you have been in a long-term relationship? Good question. Good question. Continue, my opinion, anybody? Long-term, anybody been in a long-term relationship? How long?
26 years.
That's how long you've been, you still?
He's deceased.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But how did y'all keep the lines of communication open?
I'm a talker and he's a listener.
Girl, it's called monologue.
He disagreed with everything.
We're gonna go ahead and action. I hate you.
I talked him to death.
I wasn't gonna say that. I wasn't gonna go there. That was too early, too soon. She said, that would be terrible. Though. You said, you give me allowance, Baby, I love you so much. I wanted to say one more. It says rest in peace! Peace! Oh my God, I'm sorry. Bless. Believe me, he's laughing now. He's in a place where there is no crying. No, I'm serious. He's in a place, if you pass away, he's in a place, it's all good. That's all they're doing is praising and celebrating and laughing. We got to work down here. Yeah. Too much. Actually, too much. Okay. How do you respond to a comment from a man, I want to open your legs and lick you? Y'all didn't understand what that was? Let me say it again. Y'all women so cool. What? Say that again? How do you respond to a comment from a man, I want to open your legs and lick you? It depends on who the man is. Every woman knows that. If that's your husband or somebody you're into, you're going to respond differently from the guy at the office. He's a props! I was about to grab that that whole thing over here like, oh yeah, Betty, you finished that report from earlier? I didn't really want to know about the report. Oh, don't forget legs and leg gear. Then you might get promoted for the harassment charge that just went down. How many women in here have ever heard something from one person and it turned you on? Heard of another person and it turned you totally off, you was ready to kill them? Yeah, it's all in who said. I mean, I'm being honest about that. I'm just being real. I'm been real all night. Why change now? Y'all women know. One dude can say it like, I can't believe you said no junk. Like, don't call me ever again. Period. Ever. EVA. Again. Somebody else say it to you, you be like, you a mess. You crazy? Mean, for the guys that don't know, you crazy mean she might be a little interested. You crazy, she might be a little interested in you. If a woman say you a mess, you probably could get it that night. It's just some street philosophy. Don't hold me to it. You come back like, man, I got a charge. What? I thought you said she was into me. She said you a mess. She said you was a mess or messy. Messy.
Messy.
But you a mess, you might be. The more hilarious a woman finds you, oh, you a mess. Women start laughing at you and putting her hand. Women are very suggestive, whether they know it or not sometimes. If a woman's laughing, she can't keep her hand. Lower, she start up here, and next thing you know, she at your stomach. You crazy. Give me a hug before you leave. She doing the Morris Day in the town. She's sizing your tail up. Oh man. All right. What does it mean if he says he just wants to be friends and he just doesn't have time for a girlfriend after you've had sex? Well, my favorite whisper song, I only meant just to wet my feet, but you pulled me in well, oh. The waters of love run deep. I think that song meant he really only meant just to wet his feet, and he got caught up. Or his foot. Y'all get that later. Or his toe. Let's go call back. Yeah, do I have to answer that? I don't know. Depends on how the sex was. Did you ask him before you had? Ask those questions. Conversational foreplay for dating. My book is available. This book is really all about, it's what they used to call courtship. Courting. Dating. It's all right to date. You don't have to bone everybody. And I say this because the misconception is that guys like sex more than women.
Really?
Yeah, that is a misconception sometimes. And she answered herself. She said, women, really? No, guys, we have that misconception sometimes. That's why we talk so. That's why we think we got to spit game and do this and do that. And even if he's not doing it just to get you, he may not know. When a woman sees you, she's like, see you at the club, hey girl, and like, oh, you can get it. Oh, how you doing? Now he's trying to get it together and look. You like, just come over here, please. And make sure your breath smell good and don't say nothing stupid. Don't roll your eyes, women. I'm gonna treat you how, you gotta go back to womanly. Do the womanly thing. Remember back in the day, they was like, he looked, oh my goodness, look at that woman over there. She already saw him. That's why by the time he looked at her, she was like, she already saw him. She's been doing that for the past 10 minutes. All right. How do you know if a brother is really into you? We kind of covered that.
Yeah.
You got that? He will come to your job. After he told you, God, we pretty much got that reference down. He'll find you. Shoot, especially technology nowadays. I've had sisters I was interested in and found them online and was like, you just add her as a friend. That's not stalking. Add her as a friend. Just add her. I'm just adding her as a friend. Maybe I'll send her a message and say, hey, how you doing? Maybe I should put a phone number in the next message. Oh, cool. I got 3 messages in there already. Now she thinks I'm a stalker. Back up. All right, 2 more questions and we done. Y'all having a good time? Y'all good? What should a woman do if her man isn't making time for her? Any ladies want to answer that?
Next.
Now, next! Like y'all really cracked the whip like that. Next! We want next now.
Don't be so available for him.
Wow.
Turnabout's fair play.
No, what you saying? They never get together? You're right. If I just believe that. Say it again, Doc.
Gotta find out why he's not.
Right, and how long y'all have you been together, or is this new? If it's new, he's showing you who he is and what he's concerned with. Whatever he's making time for, that's important to him, and probably more important than you. If it's new, and there's nothing wrong with that, it's new. If y'all are together and this is new, he wasn't like that before and it happened, yeah, you really got to find out what's going on if you want to keep it together. If y'all together and he was always like that, that's who you married. That's who you got with. Good luck. Because you can't change anybody. People can change. People change all the time. We can change. You know, like I say, and one of my mentors said years ago, you know, you can change without growing. You can't grow without changing. Anything that doesn't grow is retarded. That is the definition. It's supposed to grow and it's not doing it. It's retarded. Something has retarded its growth. But if you are growing, you will change. Anybody who's married will tell you, you know, they made their vows and the people that held in there was like, you know, you hear people say, oh, we changed and we moved on. But people that stuck in there was like, yeah, we changed, they get on our nerves and just, you know, change is part of life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Change is a part of life. So, good point. You find out what happened, what it is, if it's something new. If he was always like that, hey, good luck. If you stuck around for a person that act like they ain't have time for you and now you're getting to a point where you want time. And you got to realize men go through there, somebody mentioned it before, men go through kind of a menopause too, and it changes too, and changes of life too, and want to be accepted and more attention too. And oh, I got grays where I was smooth before and I don't have hair where I didn't before. And then, you know, men go through that stuff too. That's why men start messing with younger chicks and like, okay, he makes me feel young and frisky. Oh yeah, this is good. And especially if the woman is at home and you rationing out sex and he meets some younger girl and she not. Especially if he ain't got the, so don't think every young girl is getting paid in gifts. Some young girls just like, you know what? I want some and that old guy wants some. Let me see what's going down. I like him. Some young girls may really like him. You know, so if you, be careful. Be careful. I'm not know who I'm talking to, maybe none of y'all. But if you're with somebody, you're married to them, and I even talk about marriage in the biblical sense. If you know them biblically and y'all in any relationship you're in, because I can't justify everybody's relationship, and I'm being open. If you're married or if y'all in a relationship and y'all hot and heavy at the beginning, y'all was having sex like everything was wonderful, and then all of a sudden you, for some reason, start rationing it off outside of health, medical, mental. You start rationing it off as like he needs to earn. So be careful, because y'all ain't gonna be together long. Or you know, I don't know too much. Or he'll go into his little depression. He won't talk much. He don't want to do nothing, and you'll ration him out when you want to have sex because that's your man, and y'all got a humdrum, mediocre relationship. Or he gonna dip out and feel justified. Lie about it till the day is long. He can get in the shower and you look in the shower and he's like, you know you got a condom on, right? We've been married 15 years. You want to say something about that? I gotta go to work. That's not gonna get you out this conversation. I don't want to talk about it. All right. What do you do? What do you do? What do you if you? Oh, what do you do if you like his personality but the sex is bad? There you go. There you go. I like that. I like when you just let it percolate. And women can't help their natural feelings and emotions. Guys, we've learned how to govern. Unless we see a sexy woman sometimes, and we just, we can't, oh! Or we learn if we respectful and gentlemen, we kind of like, open it over. All right, thank you, yeah, no problems. Women walk by, it's like, you can tell from the front usually like, don't turn around, don't turn around. Oh, I can imagine, boy, I can imagine. Mm-hmm. It raining? But sex is important. One of my books is going to be called The 2 F's, and one of them is friendship. I might not even say what the second F is. I might just hint around. But I really think friendship are the 2 things that really hold 2 of the main glues that hold a relationship together. And a lot of times we dance around it, but somebody, Andy Lyons, the woman who on my actual book, she wrote, actually if you read the plaque of my book that's up there, it's it's a summation about the book, and then it's a response from a therapist who wrote her opinions of my book on that frame that's at the table. But Andy Lyons wrote, that's the original one, and Deb gave me a frame for it. She wrote a long summation and talked about her first marriage, and if she had this book, it might have saved her from a first marriage that was blah, blah, blah. She wrote, I couldn't even fit it on the back of the book the way it went. So that's the original. But she mentioned, she was doing a radio interview with me, she's in Boston, and she was talking about how, bring back desire. If you bringbackdesire.com. She talks about sex in the relationships and marriage and stuff like that. And she said it's sad because people will get into, she was like, you don't know how many of my friends, Troy, they're older and have sexless marriages. And what gets dangerous about that, when you're married to somebody for a long time and the sex stops, you get into a mode of caring for this person, almost as a brother or a sister, and your mind fights against incest. I'm gonna let that go into you. I'm gonna let that go. Because when she said it to me, we were on the interview or after the interview, when she said it, it like hit me. I was like, because I went through that, even out in my relationship. You get to the point where you care about somebody, and then all of a sudden you're not even sexually attracted to this person anymore, but you care about them. But some people are doing that in their marriage. Y'all got upset, y'all couldn't get over it, something happened. All of a sudden you find yourself and y'all not having sex, it's cool, y'all sleep in different rooms, he's going to sleep late, stuff like that. Sometimes you feel a little frisky, y'all play, but y'all, if you do have sex, it's awkward. And since you're black folk, you're not getting therapy because something's wrong, that's taboo. It's not taboo not to have sex in your marriage, but it's taboo to go to a therapist. Stop that. Go to a therapist. They're there for a reason. It may save your marriage and your life. Some people are dealing with different things. So you better open up and go to a therapist. You buying these magazines, save that magazine money up and go to a therapist. Stop reading. Well, Essence said, bang, after. You almost got me. You almost got me. Dang, Essence. Go on get some therapy. But if you find yourself in a relationship with your husband or your mate, and y'all going a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, this is real stuff, and y'all not having sex, stop. Pull the alarm, ring the alarm, turn on the tow truck lights. Y'all got to get something going on. I'm serious, because you're caring about this person, and all of a sudden y'all like brother and sister. And your mind fights against incest. You don't even see this person sexually attractive no more, but y'all together. And it's just, oh, it's all right, it's okay. I'm not talking about if you have a physical problem or mental and da-da-da, sex is whatever. I'm talking about y'all were rabbits. Y'all were acting crazy. Y'all got upset. And something stopped. If you can go back to where it stopped, you can help heal it. You feel me? This might help somebody, or you got some friends going on. I don't know who I'm talking to, but there's a reason for everything I say when I'm up here. I'm just a vessel. Comedy is a tool. Don't get it twisted. So, there's a reason I'm saying this. But, and there's people, and we have a knowledge that the people before us, and some of the young people after us don't have. So, if it applies to you, use it. Just stop and hold up. Don't say, I'm cool, I'm good. And you're a woman and you know you have needs, and you feeling all sexual, and if you masturbate or do whatever, you got your toys, that's great. But if you want to be with this person that you love, and you're supplying some machinery or masturbating because y'all ain't doing it and you love them, stop. Check and see what's going on. Let's go, baby. Hold up. We used to love having sex. And dude, if he's a dude that don't like talking, he probably like. Ladies, it is very dangerous if you're with a man and he was off the hook, he was all over you, and he's hardly talking and he's not having sex with you. That man is dying inside. Help him. Help him. You're supposed to be help me, help him. Oh, and this is something else, and I'll end on this. I mean to end on the deep stuff. I wanted to end on a joke. It's not gonna happen. These two nuns were walking down the street. One of the nuns said, "Sister, I smell hair burning." The other nun looked at her and said, "Maybe we're walking too fast." But I'm not gonna end on that. I just wanted to throw a joke in there because sometimes it gets kind of, it gets kind of crazy sometimes. If you because you should know by now that a wife is a helpmate. What that means is that you're helping this man achieve his goals and his purpose in life, and in that, hopefully he's helping you, but hopefully you can find your life together, y'all can build together, and just, y'all a team. That's what it's, helpmate. You're supposed to help him with his goals, his purpose, help cultivate a life together. You're helping this man, and hopefully he's helping you and whatever you're doing, because I know times have changed, and he may come along, you making more money, and but the reason I say this is because if you kicking it with a man, and he has no vision, and has no purpose, and has no goals, and you want to marry him, what are you helping? So, that's just a, because some women want to get married, and it's like, I want to find a man. And then, well, try to get with a man that you are cool with helping him in his passion, his purpose, and his vision. Because that's going to be the position that's respected and not as much expected, because he may not even know that's what he needs. But that's from God's foundation, that's what he needs. So if you don't believe in a man and his vision and his purpose, or he has none, leave him alone. If he's cool working a job, now I'm not saying he may want to just retire from his job and sit around. If you're cool with helping him do that, be with him. But if he has no vision, no purpose, and you're like upwardly mobile and you're doing all this stuff and he's not, you want to marry a companion just to travel with, then marry a travel companion. I want somebody to go on cruises and take trips with, that's all. That's all. Okay. Then you don't expect much. That's good. So, All right. Did y'all have a good time? That's it. Thank y'all so much. Explosion, I'm Troy Rawlings. Thank you so much. Love y'all.